we talk about data as the new currency of organisations, I think it's very easy for us to think about data, and there is so much data available now. There's more data being generated every second than we've had in the past. It's been clear around the business strategy and what is important from a business perspective. What does it take to win, and how does the business strategy line up towards that? And then making sure the data that you're using is lined up around that. So if I take, for example, a CPG organisation, weather data is an important thing for them, because the ability to use that data to optimise their supply chain, to move product in and out, and build at the right time, can have a dramatic effect on what you're holding in stock and your overall profitability. So bringing external data in where it makes sense, using that properly, sensing what's going on in the market, and then optimising your business processes around that is a really important part of, I think, delivering a digital business process all the way end to end through an organisation.
That's fantastic. Deborah?
Yeah, so I guess for us, when we're looking at what can you do with data to add value to the business, or looking at data as an asset, it's really important for us that we have people who have the really in-depth industry expertise in whatever customer environment we're looking at. So, because decisions can't be made on what to do with that data unless you really get the business. So in an engineering and construction environment, for example, we're doing a lot with our customers around using the data that is developed through a construction process to be able to be available through the life cycle of a plant or a building, to enable predictive maintenance and then productivity improvements over the 30, 50-year life of whatever it is that's being constructed. And to do that, we really need to have that in-depth expertise, or we need to partner with people that do. But then if we talk about predictive maintenance, for example, we look at it and say, well, how can we use that knowledge from that industry and perhaps apply it in a different industry? And again, coming back to banking, we were doing quite a lot of research around alternative lending market, where there's a whole lot of new alternative lenders to the banks. Banks are in competition with these lenders now, where they're making decisions around lending on the basis of different risk factors that they get from data from Facebook and business health and so on, rather than just what a business might have as an asset. So we look at it fast forward and we think, well, we need someone who understands the industry to be able to see what could be possible with that data in the future, but we also need someone with an innovation head on them to be able to say, well, hang on, if we look at predictive maintenance, for example, and we say, well, this small cafe owner has got a fridge and we can connect IoT to that, and we can then look at when that might be at risk of breaking down, and we can have the alternative lender reach out to them just before the fridge breaks down, say, hey, I think your fridge needs maintenance soon, and you might be in the market for a loan. So, there's a whole lot of things that are possible, but it needs people with that industry expertise as well as that innovation thought process.